Hey everybody, this is Tom Laban, author of Level Par and the host of the Level Par podcast. On our next episode, we speak with Cam Hedge. He's a professional golfer in the Tampa area, and he's trying to live out his dream. I hope you enjoy the conversation as much as I did. How do you kind of approach the game? And what is your approach when you're out there over like shots that mean a lot of things?
Yeah, I've learned a lot in this past year or so. The coach I work with, he's a really good inner game guy, and his name's E.A. Tischler. He's in the Woodlands, Texas now. He had me read 3 or 4 different books, kind of like philosophical books, The Celestine Prophecy and Way of the Peaceful Warrior. And kind of got me to where you start learning that like this doesn't really matter, you know? Pressure's not a real thing. It is, but it isn't. So you get out there and you're trying to talk yourself into, okay, this doesn't matter, but you got to find that fine line where I don't care at all and this doesn't matter, and see where you are in the middle. So it's kind of where I'm at right now, just motivating myself enough to make it matter. But I mean, I'm not gonna help starving kids in Africa or something with this shot right here, right? It really doesn't matter. So
I mean, I think for what do we always hear? It's like you have to practice like it matters and play like it doesn't.
Yeah.
And like, does that fit the way that you kind of like have
I would say
it?
so, yeah. And further that point, at some point in your practice, you have to practice like it matters. And then you also have to practice playing like it doesn't matter while you're practicing.
It's a convoluted way of thinking about how do you play this game and how do you approach, because like, you know, for a guy like me who's like 11, like you just go out and you're grinding and trying to get better a little bit. But for somebody who's a +4 who's competing against other people who are trying to become professional golfers, it's almost like you are playing them in a way, but you're playing yourself for the most part.
Yeah, the last couple months I've really tried to tell myself that, like, I know I am playing against them, but in reality I'm not. I'm out there, I'm playing against my mind, I'm playing against the golf course. And I think a lot of people think of playing against the course as like trying to fit it into how the architect designed the hole and stuff, but I mean, you're playing against your own emotions and your own like feels for the day. Like, am I striping it that day? Like, didn't you just sending it? But maybe I'm not, and I gotta really just play with what I got, kind of thing, you know. You're
talking about the relationship that you've had with your coach, and
we've gotten really close. It's like almost like a sensei kind of thing, where I'm learning how he teaches by him teaching me, more so than just learning golf. And I think he could teach anything. So it's been a really great experience. But I've seen how at first you have to get the swing to fit your body and stuff, because if you're in a pressure situation, your swing's not fitting your body, bad things can happen so easily. And I mean, mentally, if you're strong enough, you can get through it, but you want to have that swing there. And then after that, there's so much mental stuff that gets you through the round, makes some guys better than others. And like, I mean, the top players in the world, they're good at it. Like, we all know Tiger, he's got his like Navy SEAL mindset kind of thing or whatever. And it's just, that's something I think everyone should strive for that's trying to play this professionally. And that's what I'm going for. So
take care of the mentals first before you like think about the, well, I mean, no, to your point, get the physical right, but then start drilling in on the mental aspect of the game way more than maybe the physical part when you get to a certain level.
Because if you think about it, like, if you make a bad swing, most people go right away, okay, I did this wrong, right, physically. But why did you do those physical things wrong? Like, there was some glitch in the system, you didn't write it all the way out, like, something happened in the mind to get in the way of this physical thing. Because, I mean, you said your best round 73, I'm sure you had some of your best shots ever in that round, right?
I had some really horrible ones too, but
I'm sure.
I kept them in play.
Yeah.
Kept everything down the middle and in play.
But you've probably experienced some of your best golf swings ever.
Sure.
And
absolutely.
it's just trying to figure out how to do that all the time.
Yeah.
Like, I think a lot of people don't realize how much it's all about just trying to be the best at what you are as opposed to trying to change things.
Yeah, being the fixer.
Yeah, because that can get in the way.
I think what drew me to your story was like the fact that you got into golf late, but also you're almost like living the kind of journey a little bit that the character in my book was kind of going through, where it's like, before he, messed up his life, but like, trying the mini tour things out, trying to see if you could kind of just play around a little bit. Like, I just like would love to learn that grind, because, you see the PGA Tour, guys are making tens of millions of dollars, getting everything handed to them. That is not the reality of mini tour golf. Like, could you just speak to that a little bit?
It's sad because you hear all these stories from, even there's a starter at my club I play at a lot, and he was grinding on the mini tours years ago, and there were great mini tours, and they were making some money back then. And it was hard back then, but they could at least make some money. Nowadays,
it's tough.
You got to get on tour. There's not a lot of guys making a living just playing on mini tours, and I hope they can grow that end of the money in golf, because you see all the live and growing the top end. I really hope they can grow like the Americas Tour and Canada and Latin America, stuff like that, because those guys need it. And even if you could get more money into the mini tours somehow. I know in Europe they have some feeder tours for mini tours, and I wish we had some of that here, kind of where mini tours could get some spots in the events and stuff. But it's hard.
It's a grind. It's like AAA baseball. It's like AA baseball. It's you don't see it unless you're living through it, and then when you do see it, you're like, oh, there is like another side of golf where it's not all that glamorous, but like guys are still playing professional golf. Like that's what it's kind of cool. You'd like, would you rather do anything else?
Not at all. I love what I do. I don't get tired of it. I want to golf every day. I'll take an off day and I'm itching to get back. Like I took an off day on Friday and all I wanted to do was golf. So.
Yeah. Are you more of a practice or a play kind of player?
I definitely was a practice kind of guy in college, and I think I needed to be. Like, I think because I was learning a lot about my swing and my body and my brain, and most of that was done on the range and putting green and stuff. But now I'm getting more into playing, and I enjoy playing a lot more because I built all that up. And
is there when you get to that level, when you like start thinking, how do I go under par? Like, is it like, I feel like you could screw so much more up on the range, so why not just go out and play? Or like, is it really just individualistic as to like who the person is?
I think confidence is important, and I think people get confidence from different things. Like, I've learned, even some of my college teammates, like one of my best friends, he's very play. He did not want to practice, and he had that confidence from playing. If I went a few days and didn't practice, I had no confidence. So
sure. Yeah.
I think it is based off the person, where they get their confidence from. But I think it can change a little bit. Like mine has changed totally. I play way more than I used to. So it's about getting confidence.
Yeah. You had kind of like alluded to, so I did give you the book. I gave you Level Par, and you kind of like were talking about how you see that story playing out quite a bit. Some guys who have like really struggled with things, and like when you're out there and you're seeing, actually like review of the book, like how realistic was it to kind of like where the state of the game is?
I would say very, because I think there's a lot of guys that struggle with some different substance abuses and stuff out there, because golf's a sport where you're not winning as much, even close to as much as if you played football, baseball, basketball. And there's a lot of losing in that, and there's people searching for stuff to get them through. You don't, it's funny because not making the money, but that kind of stuff will pull you to spend the money on it. And I don't know, I've met some friends that messed up their lives pretty bad and early in high school and scared me away from certain things. But even my grandpa, he was in AA for a while and had a nicest man ever, but he went through a lot.
Yeah.
It's I can see it because I mean I like bourbon. Bourbon's my thing.
Sure.
I enjoy it, but I've learned how it can affect other people really poorly, and I can see it in myself sometimes too. And I try to stay away from it as much as I can, unless I'm just really enjoying it. If it's starting to get where I want to get crazy kind of thing, like, all right, I need to,
knowing when to turn it on and turn it off.
Yeah,
and Jake's character didn't know how to turn it off.
Right.
And I've met a lot of guys in the game of golf who didn't know how to turn it off.
Yeah.
And they never get to the places where they want to get to. And I think that's what I tried to convey. And in this story is like that you can have all the skill in the world, but in a game like golf, if you don't have that other piece to it, you're screwed.
Yeah. Yeah. Another thing that really more recently has shown me that I need to not drink all the time is I had a Whoop for a while, one of those things that monitors your body, and your recovery the next day, you could have 1.5, 2 drinks. And the next day, your recovery goes way down because trying to sleep and your breathing is heavier, and you wake up the next day and you might not feel that bad, but is your body ready to go? Probably not.
Yeah.
So it's
just wait till you get older too, man.
Oh, I know, right?
I'm 41. It doesn't get better.
And I've got a lot of friends that are older than me, and they all tell me that. I'm like, well, I better start not relying on it now.
Well, I mean, if this is what you want to do, right?
Yeah,
this is like the place that you want to go with the game. It's it's one of those things. What from a golfer's perspective, what is your overall review of Level Par?
I think it's a great book. I like how it jumps back and forth, because when you're out there, you can get some times where stuff pops in your head, and you can tell he's coming down the stretch of this, trying to qualify for the U.S. Open, and this stuff popping in his head, and that happens. So that's part of the mental thing, is using it, not letting it affect you, and then obviously you get up to your next shot and you got to zone in kind of thing. But it's a pretty accurate representation, and I really enjoyed it. I had a hard time putting it down when I got the chance to read. I had a busy week since you sent it to me. So.
Well, you're in the middle of what's next for you? where are you off to next to play golf?
So I'm gonna go play the Farmers pre-qualifier Thursday, and then I've got hopefully a Monday for that, and then I've got 3 Asher Tour events, which is the new West Coast tour out there. Arizona, California. So seeing some friends, playing some golf.
Nice.
Hopefully making some checks.
Cool, man. Well, I appreciate everything, and it was a great conversation, and good luck with everything.
Yeah.
And we're gonna go play some golf at Tampa Palm. So
excited.
Cool, awesome.